I get it when you're looking for a compact computer. You've probably seen those $150 mini PCs that promise a tiny footprint but end up throttling under a single spreadsheet or a browser tab full of videos. You end up with a box that heats up, whines, and forces you to keep the lid open just to get a decent amount of RAM for the price. So the question is whether dropping a few $100s on a workstation class mini like the HP Z2 Mini G1i feels like a smarter buy, or if it's just another pricey gimmick. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's start with why the Z2 Mini feels different. First off, the chassis is literally the size of a large coffee mug, which means you can tuck it behind a monitor or even mount it under a standing desk without stealing any real desk space. That's a huge win for anyone who works in a tight home office or a shared co-working spot where every square inch counts. But the small size also means you have to think about heat. HP equipped this model with an Intel W880 chipset and an active cooling solution that, in my testing, stayed under 45 degrees Celsius on idle and hovered around 70 degrees Celsius when I pushed it with a 3-minute render in Blender. The fan was audible, but not obnoxious, more of a soft hum that fades into the background unless you're sitting right on top of it. Now, the performance side. The Core Ultra 5.2 engine processor, paired with 16 GB of DDR5 RAM, gives you the kind of responsiveness you'd expect from a mid-range laptop. Opening a 30-tab Chrome session, launching Outlook, and having a few Photoshop files open at the same time felt buttery. When I ran a quick export of a 1080p video in Premiere Pro, the render time was roughly 30% faster than my old desktop tower from 3 years ago, despite the Mini's lower power envelope. That's because the Intel W880 is designed for workstation workloads, and the 8 GB of GDDR6 graphics memory, while not a gaming GPU, handles GPU-accelerated effects in the Adobe suite without stuttering. Ports are another practical concern. The Z2 Mini offers a decent selection for its size: 2 Thunderbolt 4 USB-C ports, a full-size HDMI 2.1, 2 USB-A 3.2 Gen 2, a DisplayPort, Ethernet, and a combo audio jack. I was able to hook up a 4K monitor, a USB-C external SSD, and a regular USB keyboard and mouse without needing a hub. For most creative freelancers, photographers, video editors, or CAD designers, this is enough to keep a clean desk without a tangle of dongles. The only downside is the lack of an SD card slot, which many photographers rely on for quick offload. You'll need an external reader, which adds a small extra cost, and another piece of cable to manage. Upgrade ease is where the Mini shines compared to typical all-in-one boxes. HP designed the Z2 with a toolless access panel on the side, letting you swap out the SSD or add a second M.2 drive without taking the whole thing apart. The RAM, however, is soldered to the board, so the 16 GB you get out of the box is the max. If you anticipate needing more than 16 GB for heavy 3D modeling or large data sets, you might hit a ceiling sooner than you'd like. On the bright side, the 512 GB NVMe SSD can be upgraded to a 2 TB model later, which is a practical path for growing storage needs without moving to an external enclosure. Who should consider this machine? If you're a solo creative professional, think graphic designers, video editors who work mostly in 1080p or 4K, architects running Lightwave or Rhino, or even a software developer who needs a reliable Linux or Windows environment, this Mini gives you enough horsepower to stay productive without the noise and heat of a full tower. It also works well for small businesses that need a discrete point-of-sale or digital signage system that can run Windows 11 Pro with remote management tools. The compact form factor makes it ideal for a desk-only setup where you don't want a bulky tower stealing visual real estate. On the flip side, if you're a serious 3D animator, VFX artist, or gamer who relies on high-end GPUs, the integrated Intel graphics will feel limiting. A tower with a dedicated RTX 4080 or a laptop with a comparable GPU will shave minutes off render times that add up in professional pipelines. Also, if you need to run multiple 4K monitors at high refresh rates, the single HDMI 2.1 and 1 DisplayPort might not be enough, forcing you to use a docking station that partially defeats the purpose of a no-hub Mini. Finally, anyone who expects to future-proof by adding more RAM later should look elsewhere, because that soldered limitation is hardwired. Thermals and fan noise become noticeable if you push the machine for extended periods, like an 1/8 hour batch render. The fan will ramp up to a medium pitch, but it never becomes a full-blown radiator scream. In my experience, the noise level stayed under 35 dB, which is comparable to a quiet office printer. It's not a silent environment, but it's also not a